Hi, this is Gail Fry, and this is EDL 856 Module 10 Case Study. Our case study was all about a principal who is dealing with a PTA organization who has decided to kind of cut ties with the national organization and just be an independent PTA. They have decided that they want to be more involved in the school, and they went ahead and had a meeting without the principal, and they wanted to make some changes in the school. So they were talking about coming in and talking about discipline. So they had committees that want to talk about discipline, teacher performance, curriculum and school evaluation, and school improvement. And they wanted to come in and collect data in the schools. They wanted to make some school changes. They did not involve the principal in these meetings, and the principal was very surprised. They'd had a meeting previously, and the principal was surprised that they were saying that they didn't feel like they were as involved as they wanted to be in the school, when this principal felt like he had involved them a lot in school and had tried to make them a big part of, planning parent-teacher conferences and helping with the bond issue and doing the parent-teacher picnics. So there was some controversy over that. So, legal and ethical issues. Sorry about that. Legal and ethical issues. So the situation is that no one was harmed. However, parents deciding to not collaboratively engage the principal in the school meetings, that's a problem, because they were already starting to talk about discipline, teacher performance, school evaluation, overall school improvement without the leader of the school. Essentially, it's leaving the boss out of the company decisions. So our public school in Wichita does have policies regarding PTA. They're encouraged to explore educational issues. However, the leader of the PTA, even though there's a president, the principal is the leader of the whole group. And that's the person that they come to consult with and collaborate with. And so in this case, that didn't happen. So to synthesize it, basically what's happening is a new PTA has formed, and they're trying to become excessively involved in the school without including the principal as a partner. Facts: there's people or the PTA members, principals, teachers, and students. Place is a school, but there were no specifics about demographics, if it was suburban or rural. Program, I'm assuming it's elementary school given the amount of the parental involvement, but the group is the PTA group, which has decided to work as an independent group and not be affiliated with the national PTA. Review and prioritize. This situation is one that could be damaging to parents, the principal, the staff, and student development and overall school performance. Parents, principal, and school staff, as well as students, will be affected by the outcome. The Board of Education, superintendent, as well as other parents and community members have not been made aware of the PTA committee and their plan. This would be helpful for the principal to have some support other than trying to figure everything out on their own because of this proposal that the new PTA has made, and they're not willing to listen to him. As far as the first meeting that they had, they kind of interrupted and didn't listen to what he had to say and just kept going on about their new committees. So it would be helpful to have some other people involved, such as the superintendent or the school board, to help the principal out in this situation. Options and possible consequences. Option one, he could go along with the parent proposal. The consequence could be greater involvement. That could be a good thing. It may help bring about school improvement. However, too much involvement can be unrealistic and detrimental to collaborative engagement and student development. Option two, confront parents about their lack of involving the principal and concerns about interfering with normal school operations. Consequence, parents may become defensive and distrustful of the principal. Or option three, contact the superintendent and the board about how to handle the situation. Are there certain bylaws in this district that prevent the PTA from being so involved in school policy making? That would help the principal have something to go on to present to them saying, hey, your proposal was good, but here's why you can't do that. And parents may be offended by the fact that others that were higher up were pulled into the decision-making process, but that would just be, part of what needs to happen. Evaluate the options. Going along with PTA proposal, this could cause some serious conflict with staff and PTA due to the other over-involvement and PTA expectations of staff. They're wanting these teachers to have conferences as well as set up presentations about their, lessons. And that's a lot for teachers to do. Conferences are a lot. So adding on to that, I think that teachers would be very upset if they had to do all of that. Confronting PTA about lack of involving the principal as well as the concern over interfering with normal school operations. This could be detrimental to the relationship between parents and the school, including principals and teachers. And that can cause, of course, issues with student achievement. Getting support to handle the situation from the superintendent and school board. Parents may be offended. However, there may be certain bylaws and rules in the district that would prevent PTA from helping to make policies. Choose the best option. So I chose option 3. To me, having a third party, even a fourth party involved in helping this principal with this group of PTA members, because they're adamant that they want to come into the school and make some changes, but they're kind of overstepping, in my opinion. There has to be a balance there. Yes, they should be involved in school. They should be involved once policies are made to help with those policies or have suggestions about them, but I don't think that they should be making policies, especially without involving the principal. I would want to meet with the entire PTA and discuss my concerns, praise them for their efforts and being involved. Hey, you know what? There's many parents that aren't involved in school. So for these parents to be involved in school is fantastic. You want that, but they need to also know that that they're respected and that you want them to be part of the school, but there are boundaries. They have to be set. Implementing the decision. So my plan is to first meet with the PTA and let them know the district policies before responding to their proposal. Then I want to also thank them for their support, their involvement, and let them know how much they are appreciated. Hopefully parents will be understanding and appreciative as well as seeing that I truly do appreciate them. And finally, I'll let them know I want them to be involved, but the policies need to be made by the district. They can suggest ideas to help implement the policies, but unfortunately they cannot be involved in issuing the policies. They're always welcome in the classrooms, but they can't be the people that observe and collect data. I mean, they can do it on their own, but not as a group formally for the school. They can always attend school board meetings and make suggestions on the policy changes. I want them to understand that they're partners in our school community. I want to work with them, and I want to make, and I want them to know that our students come first and we want them to be successful. And if they ever have concerns, they're always welcome to come to me so we can discuss how to resolve them. What if the plan doesn't work? Well, I'm well aware that there will be parents that will be upset. There always will be someone who does not agree with a decision that is made by a leader. I would invite them to go to the school board meeting or to contact the school board if they have concerns. And I want to remind them again how much I appreciate their involvement in our school. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.